Okay, it's recording. Hi, my name is Dr. Stewart Edrich. Thank you, Eve, for inviting me. And today we're going to talk about all different aspects of weight loss that maybe you don't know about. See, I love the idea of this cleanse because in my office, people come in for all sorts of problems. And, sometimes it's weight loss or sometimes it's just to get healthy from, I don't care if it's pain or weight or digestive problems, but most people, they want to come in, they want me to give them a couple of herbs or do a few treatments on them and make it better. And herbs, treatments, and all those things, they work really well, but they really work well on people who are doing their diet. So if they don't have a good diet, then a lot of my first visits are trying to get them to have a better diet. And if they can get a lot of that under control, then it makes it a lot easier to do what I'm going to do and make it a lot more cost-effective for them if they already know how to eat, which I find is one of the biggest problems that people have. Now, I do love the diet because I just like the idea of if you're not having grain and you're not having dairy, you're not having, you're eating a lot of green foods, and you're not having sugar, that is half the battle right there. And so what I find is when I see people who are doing the cleanse, they're already doing that, so I can get right into doing something deeper. The first thing I'm going to talk about are some aspects that people should know about the losing weight aspect is really just getting healthier. And there are certain things that will block somebody from being healthier. And three of the things that I see are, no matter how good a person's diet is, a lot of times their pH isn't good enough, and that becomes an issue. They could have a really great diet, but some people's pH is too acidic. There's just different types of people, and I find a lot of high or high acidic people. And if you want to talk about pH, the long and the short about pH is having or not having enough minerals. That's why green food has a lot of minerals. So green food does make people more alkaline, but a lot of people need extra. It's just sort of how it is. So you find that pH, if you can get somebody's pH to be more alkaline, that really starts to make things work. pH is basically anti-inflammation. If you're acidic, that means you don't have enough minerals, and your body is going to try to rip apart other parts of your body to restore minerals, because your blood pH is the most important number in your body, and it stays at this number between 7.34 and 7.44 all the time, almost no matter, unless you're really, really, really on the verge of really bad health. But for the most part, it's going to stay there. But the reason the blood stays at that pH is it steals minerals from other places. The blood wants to get minerals from the easiest possible place it could ever get it from. So the place that is the most alkaline in your body, the easiest place for your body to steal minerals from, is the bile in your liver. The bile in your gallbladder. Because what bile really does, the function of bile, is to emulsify fat. Emulsification really means to mix, like if you're mixing oil and water, that's emulsification. So if you take oil and water and you shake it up, you see it's all mixed together, that's being emulsified. If you see oil, it wants to separate. Bile makes it so it doesn't have to separate. And if you think of something in your house that's an emulsifier, it's soap. If you're washing your hands, if you're trying to take grease off your hands with water, you use soap because soap emulsifies grease. So bile is like a soap on the inside of your body, and it emulsifies fat. But since soap is alkaline, emulsifiers, they're alkaline, so it's very easy for your blood to steal minerals from your bile to balance itself. And then as it pulls the minerals out of the bile, as it pulls them out, the bile gets more acidic. It gets dehydrated. It turns into rocks and stones. Those are gallstones. And people who don't even have gallstones have a lot of just think of it as sludge, just sludgy bile, and they start to get symptoms.